Congressman Lukemeyer. Next up here to the stage today, ladies and gentlemen, a former state senator in Missouri and now a principal at Legacy Group, also accomplished former state legislator. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome John Loudon.
Thank you, I appreciate it. You're going to get to hear from my wife in just a little bit, and probably if I was smarter, I'd just go ahead and let you think I taught her everything she knows, and that way I can't get in any trouble when she impresses you big. People often ask me, and you'll see, they ask how I met her, and I said, well, you picture that kind of romantic setting, maybe a nice kind of a martini bar, maybe a cafe bistro, and two people's eyes meet. And for us, it was a blood drive. And I caught her at a weak moment. So I wanted to recite one of my very favorite speeches of all time. That was at Westminster College where we met, so I'm giving you a little hint. The very favorite speech. You might say it along with me. Remember, it's one of the very short ones from Winston Churchill. Never, ever, 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 never give in. Never give in. And that's where we are. We thought, thank you. It wasn't looking so good all that long ago, but things are looking much better now. And I see folks here and what's going on in D.C. It is awesome. Truly awesome. And you here, we the people, is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about when and we. In the history of this country, these two words, when and we, are the most significant and defining words. In the history of freedom, these two words, when and we, set forth the two documents that changed the relationship of people to their king, individuals to their country, and put idealism into action. When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary, is the start of the Declaration of Independence. We, the people, in order to form a more perfect union, is, of course, the start of our Constitution. These two words, when and we, are the literal foundations that draw us together and give us the power to act. And when history is written of this generation, of this place and time, it may well note once again the when and we that renewed a republic. For each generation, these words, when and we, not only can be applied, but must be applied. When it became necessary, Jefferson, Madison, Adams, and Franklin declared our freedom from the rule of a despot king. When it became necessary, Lincoln defended against the house divided and proclaimed the truth of God's grace without regard to race. When it became necessary, Roosevelt and Eisenhower faced off with all force possible against tyranny that was sweeping across Europe and in the Far East. When it became necessary, Reagan called an empire evil because it was. And in so doing, he gave hope to huddled masses locked behind an iron curtain, yearning to be free. Each of these American past patriots knew their when, but they often knew that their critics would not embrace their proposals or join them to become the we. And that's where we're talking about you folks here today. Each faced critics who wanted to wait, to negotiate, to try to build consensus before action. Each of these patriots knew the answer to these two timeless questions. If not now, when? And if not us, who? When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary, this is why we are gathered, because it has become necessary, and our when is today. Our when is today because it's become necessary to remind those in our capitals that you are elected to serve us, not for us to serve you. Our when is today because it's become necessary to remind those in our capitals that it's our money except for that which we give the government. Our when is today because it has become necessary, sadly, as those in our capitals try to strip us of that most sacred right, and we have to now work to constitutionally protect our right to a secret ballot. If you want to join us in that and you're on the other side of the Mississippi, you can sign the petition over here to the left. Others scoff and some call us crazy. But past patriots, my friends, face similar ridicule. Benjamin Franklin couldn't even convince his own son who stayed loyal to the king. Abraham Lincoln couldn't control the South without our nation's most bloody battle. It took an attack on our own soil to bind the nation together to face the horrors of Hitler. And some even today want to deny history and think of Ronald Reagan as the president who lost the battle to Alzheimer's instead of the president that won the Cold War. Jefferson, Madison, Adams, Franklin, Lincoln, Eisenhower, Reagan, we're all indebted to their actions when it became necessary, but none of them could have succeeded without the we. They are indebted for their success to the we the people who responded and took action to form a more perfect union. We declared independence, we ratified the Emancipation Proclamation, we defeated Europe and Asia's despotic dictators, we won the Cold War. And on this day, 8 years and a day away from when brave firefighters charged up the falling towers, 8 years and a day from when common citizens and uniformed soldiers alike gave comfort to those injured in the Pentagon, 8 years and a day from when brave patriots overcame the Islamo-fascists and saved more lives and protected our DC buildings. We will proclaim that today is our when, and all of us gathered here together are the we. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary, we the people, in order to form a more perfect union, will gather, as we have today, and we will renew our republic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a few, get rid of some laundry here. For the trash, if you all help us, please pick up and grab the trash and put it in the dumpsters around here. We'd sure appreciate that. We want to leave the park as beautiful as when we found it, so we'd appreciate that. Also, there is still taking collections back here in the red truck behind the monument for the care packages for our troops overseas. So if anyone has anything for that or would like to, anything's right back here behind the truck. All right, next up is the organizer of the St. Louis Tea Party, Arthur.